It's a California state landmark, number 939, which is a folk art environment. But actually it's a man, he built this place out of junk or stuff he collected. He spent his lifetime. He started in 1928. He actually lived in it until 1989. He was 92. And he would just collect everything, from rocks to junk. He was actually the local trash man.
This damage, it's done for rain erosion. It hasn't done it for a few years, but if it rains for like 5 or 6 days, he built on ground springs. This room floods out.
The abalones, they seem to go throughout the whole property. And like I was saying, he was known as an abalone diver. He was a town's trash man. And they used to process abalones for their meat around here. And in the 40s and 50s, he'd take his trash truck and just haul them away as trash. But you know, there'd be the days Art ran out of abalone shells. He started resorting to toilet seats, which he had a special use for them.
For his picture frame.
Oh, even if he liked it, he might put you in there. That's one of his idols, Roll. But you guys are going to get to see Art. He was on a TV show in the 70s called Real People. A 4-minute video showing you. Because a few folks would have come by when he was living here. He'd go out on the balcony. He said he'd size people up by their looks. If you liked the way you look, he'd let you in. He let a lot of people in. But Art said the ones he didn't like the looks of, he'd have to start shaking his fist at them. Say, move along, small change. Show you stuff out here. He had a good sense of humor. And he seemed to build a lot of jokes into his house. He has toilet seat picture frames. His and her toilet seat picture frames. I think this is to complement that. His and her bathroom, his 2-seated outhouse. And he built that right next to the outdoor barbecue. And he would call beer cans building materials. You guys look around, you'll see a lot of beer cans.
Years old when they put him in the rest home. I don't think he's feeling too regular as Metamucil. But with what's left in here in the bedroom, you still get a little sense of feeling how he's living with the stuff that's left. And then the more you look around, he's kind of a funny bachelor. Over here, he salvaged a baby stressor from kitchen built-in drawers. You know, I never knew him. It's stuff like this. I was going through this drawer, I found a zipper collection. I remember when I was a kid, my grandma had a drawer full of strings, buttons, zippers. People in the Depression, World War II, they never throw anything away. This went away in the 70s, but it was called blue chip or SH green stamps. This was on the trading.
But what's really kind of interesting about the place, I don't know if you guys been noticing the handrails or all the pipes. This was actually the plumbing system. All the pipes would carry water. They worked up until 1997. He had water running throughout all these handrails. Now watch your step. I'll take you on up here to his garden area. Get over here, this little gazebo, these arches, he called this the wedding chapel. I think maybe he built that hoping Glory had come back. But I was given a tour a few years ago. This guy, he said he was up here about 45 years ago. He said the day he was up here, his friend got married in the wedding chapel. The longer I'm here and more people I talk to, I think he may have been marrying him for more building materials. You buy him beer, I think he'd do anything. But he'd always call that the wedding chapel. Now, you know, with all the pipes carrying water, he would put like a little drinking fountain here and there. But now this, I don't know if you can guess what this used to be. This would actually work. It was 2 sinks in a tub. He had this turned into like a waterfall or a fountain. This sink would actually fill up, run into that sink, and then go into the tub. The tub wasn't full of dirt, so if the tub would overflow and water the terrace garden below us.
Now we own this truck. He said they hired him at the castle for a couple of years to haul stuff away when his building a place. And people tell me when Nitt Witt was put together, they said he had some nice stuff. Most of it's gone, but they do say this is one of the few remaining pieces when Hertz Castle is still here.
So above the wedding chapel, is that a dragon or a deer?
I don't know. Now that thing kind of morphed over the years. It was a tree that fallen on there.
This is wishing well. Next to his balcony / garden.
But now this thing, this is actually a fossilized bone. It's a ball joint, bone marrow. I don't know what kind. But they had a woman up here a couple years ago. This lady was 96 years old, probably in better shape than Art. This lady had a right sense of humor. She started saying, well, how do you know that woman Gloria really left him? And that's not a fossilized bone. But I think that might be a little big.